What's going on, guys? In this tutorial, we want to write our first HTML script. Okay, so basically, in order to write a script, you need something called text editor. Now, I know if you're already familiar with programming and that, you know that there are a whole bunch of text editors over there, like Notepad++, Sublime Text, PHP Storm, and all those text editors. Okay, but for the purpose of this tutorial and the introductory section, I would want us to be using Notepad, okay, just to help you, because you know Notepad doesn't have any intelligence, so that is going to help you understand the concept and get them stuck in your head. Okay, so I want to go ahead and I think this is a program everybody has, so just type Notepad like this and we can open it. I think everybody has got this one. So quick one, in order to write the first HTML script, we are going to do something we call type something we call tags. Okay, so tags are going to be the codes that the interpreter is going to read to understand and then display something onto the screen for you. So the first thing we are going to do is to try and then tell the system that we are writing HTML code. So we do that by writing a less than and then greater than signs over there, however you want to call it, and between it we are going to type HTML. Okay, and in HTML, whenever you open a tag, you have to close it, and this is what I mean. If I'm supposed to open a tag called tag A, this is how I can close it. Just type that same thing, a / and then the A. That means that whatever thing you are going to type over here, okay, this element here, whatever thing you are going to type over here is going to fall within this one and this one. So this, this tag over here is going to affect the element over here, but it will not affect element outside. Okay, it won't affect element over here. So we are going to start by writing our HTML like this, just to tell the system that we are going to write HTML script. So I've opened HTML over here and I would want to close it by doing this. So this is the start and this is the end. So whatever element we are going to apply are going to be between these two tags. So if I type this as me, now the system is going to read whatever thing is between this tag as HTML content. Okay, so we are going to do that. So right after this one, the next thing I would want to do is to type something else, and between this one, that is where I'm going to write my script. Okay, so I'm going to write something like hello world like this. Okay, hello world. So I'm going to type something we call body, and this body I'm going to close this body over here. Okay, let me pull this one down here so you can understand it quickly. Okay, so what I've written over here is that I'm telling the system that I'm writing an HTML codes. Okay, so let me take this one out, and that means that if I write HTML and then close HTML, if I write something over here, this doesn't belong to HTML. Okay, so whatever thing is going to happen over here belongs to the HTML. That is for this one. Okay, and let me take this one out, and this is saying that within my HTML content I have a body, and within the body I have this particular text called hello world. Okay, so if I should write another text over here, this text belongs to the HTML, however it doesn't belong to the body. Okay, this one belongs to something else. Okay, so this is going to be our first HTML script, and we are going to save this one and then run it in the browser to look at what is going to happen. So in order to save it, just click file and let's say save. Okay, now I've created this folder over here on our desktop, so I want to save this particular file on the desktop. So let me look for my desktop. Where's desktop? And I'm going to name this file. You can just name it anyhow you want. You can call it index like that, but when you call it index, there is an extension that you have to add. So in order to save this, we are going to do a .html or HTML like that. No, excuse me. I know you've seen a couple of files, something like index.doc like this. For instance, Microsoft Word is going to use something like this one as the extension. HTML, we are going to use HTML. Okay, so let me put the name over here like first page or first.html. Now we are going to do this save as type. This is not a test document. You can see if you leave it at test document, it is going to end .txt, but we want to save it at .html. Okay, so I want to choose all files and then save it within this folder like that. Okay, so I can close this one right here and open this one here, and you can see this is first, the type is HTML, and this is the size. Okay, so I want to launch it so we see what is going to happen. Okay, and there we go. You can see that our browser is displaying hello world. So congrats, you've been able to finish up with your first HTML script